I've been deep in the Shadcn ecosystem for a while now, made a bunch of videos, built 8-bit CN, and I know almost every Shadcn based library out there. And at some point I thought, what if I made a component library for Warcraft fans? Like actual Warcraft style components that you can just copy and paste to your React project using the Shadcn registry. So I built Warcraft-cn. And in this video I'm going to walk you through exactly how I created it, about its architecture, why I made certain choices, and what are my future plans for this library. Let's go. And here is what we have for now. This is the landing page of Warcraft-cn, and immediately when you come here you can recognize that familiar Warcraft design, which I really love. I'm a big fan of Warcraft, and that's the reason why I started even creating and thinking about creation of this UI library. And if we click to get started, we are going inside of the documentation where we can see all of our components, and there are currently only 3 components. So we have here button, card, and input. Inside of the button component, we have 2 variants for now, and that's this simple variant of this button, and we have the variant with a frame. Then inside the card, you can see this is the card that is used on the landing page. It's basically this background of this frame, whatever we can call it, like this awesome thing from Warcraft. And inside you can put the heading, the description, content, and I place here a button. It's basically the same like the card component from Shadcn. So if you know how to use Shadcn, you're going to know how to use Warcraft-cn. And finally, we have the input component. Here we have this frame also, which is looking exactly the same like in Warcraft. I used AI to create all these backgrounds. I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. And here we can type in anything we want, and it has this nice font, which is something like fantasy-like. I try to search for something that looks a lot like Warcraft font, and this one I think looks really nice. So that is for now what we have, and now we can talk about future plans. I am definitely planning to create more components, and that's the first thing on the roadmap for Warcraft-cn. So I have a big list of resources from Warcraft UI and different things in game, like this one example you're seeing here, this screenshot from game, and I want to copy paste basically all the things from game inside of the component library. So we can see here, for example, this checkbox, then we can see this slider, and we can see this drop down right here, which is really recognizable. I love this one, and also the cursor. Let's not forget about the cursor. And there are so many things that we can use, and I'm just following the Shadcn, so we need to have all the components that are making sense basically from Shadcn that we copy and paste to Warcraft-cn right here, like accordion and all the things that exist in Shadcn, they should also be in Warcraft-cn. And when we create all these components, and that can be done pretty fast, I would say, especially now with AI and especially with contributors. I have so many people DMing me that they want to create some component inside of this library. Thank you on that. After that, we can start playing around. Imagine here for this button that we have 4 different themes: orc theme, undead theme, elf theme, and human alliance theme, which can be this blue variant that we are seeing right here. And we can change that so easily. I used image assets for every component in Warcraft-cn, and I can simply take this background right here, put it to Gemini 3 Nano Banana, and I can say, create this button in Warcraft style, but it should be for the undeads. And it can put some decaying things, some skulls or something. We can find something that we like, and we can just replace it and put as undead variant. And that's the main reason why I used background images inside of this component library, because we can move fast. I can use the same principle on this card. I can just put it to AI and say, create this in this same style like this undead button. It should be this card with this frame and everything. It should be decaying or whatever we create in this button, and we can just replace it as variants. So we could basically create 1000 themes in one day and just use AI, and it will automatically look different when you are putting your components and when you're trying out different variants. Other than that, I definitely plan to put in sounds for these components, optional of course, those recognizable button clicks that we have in Warcraft and things like that. I already had a guy on Twitter that asked me that he can create sounds and something similar to Warcraft, so he can contribute on that one. And with all those things, I think we're going to have one pretty awesome library. Now to talk a little bit about the architecture. So you know that I created 8-bit-cn and I'm pretty familiar with Shadcn based libraries. So I just forked my whole repo to create Warcraft-cn. That was definitely the fastest way for me to move, so that's why I'm using here nextjs and all the things that I'm using inside of my 8-bit-cn library. Also, I'm using fumadocs for my documentation because it is really easy. You can here search for buttons and for things like that. So it is really nice. I love fumadocs and I think it's the best thing for documentation right now. Then, of course, it is using Shadcn, it's backed by Shadcn, it's using the Shadcn registry, so you need to have Shadcn registry if you want to create something like this to add components through the Shadcn registry. I also didn't raise the PR yet. I want to do it pretty soon to create a PR on Shadcn so I can have the trusted Shadcn registry, same like in 8-bit-cn, so I don't have this ugly URL right here that I can add through the trusted Shadcn registry. I think that one would be pretty cool. And the most controversial thing that all of you are saying on Twitter, that's why am I using images for my assets inside of the components. So here you can check, for example, for the button that I'm using this image right here inside of the Warcraft CSS. So I'm putting in the Warcraft CSS and there I'm using the image for button background small. This one is actually deprecated. I need to delete this one. I created it to be responsive now, so we don't need it. And we have button background with frame. So I'm using it from one simple reason, and that's to move faster. Of course, you could say now I could create SVGs or I could hardcore CSS, do it like all myself, but I don't really see the reason why. This is not the library that will be used by some big corporations or some OpenAI or something. This is fan-based library that should look something like this. It has only one purpose, and that's when someone comes to your landing page or wherever you want to put these components, it needs to look like this and it needs to be awesome. That's all, nothing else. There is no reason for us to change the background color for this card right here. We have here this wood. Why would we create this one to be purple? I really don't know. Only thing that I'm thinking is that we should change it for the light mode. But again, it's looking good in light mode as well, so there is maybe not reason even for that, but that's the biggest reason for me. Moving fast, looking awesome. Other thing is, I told you, I can put this card to AI and I can just say, make this elfish and add some leaves or something. It needs to be Warcraft styled, but it doesn't have to be SVG. Why would we change anything? I created this one now to be responsive for mobile, so everything is working. It's looking pretty normal and it's looking awesome, and I think this is enough. And tell me in the comments, what do you think? Why should I create SVGs? I'm really curious, is there really some big reason why this one needs to be like pure CSS or pure SVGs? Tell me in the comments. I really want to hear your opinion about this one. So that's the reason why I used background images. And pretty important thing as well is that currently components are based on Radix UI, and Shadcn is now currently supporting both Radix and base UI, so there are definitely plans to support both Radix and base UI. I made this library because I'm a big fan of Warcraft. I mean, you know, right? And I call all of you who are big fans to come and contribute in any way to this project. Contributors are more than welcome, and there are already issues on GitHub repo, and I would ask you also to put a star to show some love for Warcraft-CN. I'm doing this not for the money, I'm doing this because I love Warcraft, I'm a fan, and I think this is one pretty cool project. For more content like this, join the mighty Horde. There is a Discord invitation for the Horde down there in the description. And I would also ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are not subscribed already, because you're helping like that a lot. Thank you and see you.